Greetings, everybody. Welcome back. So I said that, for this week, I was going to use devices that were LTE only. And, it was to show people that I could make it through an entire week using a device that was on LTE. So to kind of explain to you guys why I went ahead and did this, when I've talked about it in past videos, LTE versus 5G, there is an influence in the mobile tech space. There is an influence that some people just won't speak out and kind of say what they really feel inside or what they really think inside. And, I beat to my own drum. Always have. It doesn't matter who stands with me or who stands aside from me or who stands against me. Whatever I think and feel, I'm going to support my decisions and my thoughts 100%. Now, it's not to say that if I'm wrong, that I'm going to support that, 100%, because people are wrong all the time. People will make judgments that are mistakes all the time. And, you are a stronger person mentally if you make those mistakes and you admit to your faults, to what your errors are. Then, you as a person are a stronger person. So, I did the test on myself. I had people, shout out to a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys were like, why take your SIM card out of your phones? Why don't you put it, why don't you keep it in there and just turn it on to LTE? Well, I did my review based on the Pixel 4 XL and the Pixel 2 XL. Can't nobody question if at any point I ever turned on 5G on those devices, because those devices don't support 5G. There's not a way you can access the 5G network from a Pixel 2 XL and a Pixel 4 XL. So I did it. And as you guys paid attention to my social media, not once have you guys heard me talk about my data's slow, sluggish, I'm experiencing weirdness, I'm going through a placebo effect or anything like that. You haven't heard anything. No complaint out of me. No complaint out of me at all. And it's for that very reason why. So there's a lot of channels that like to talk about mobile, telecom news, the telecom industry, speed testing, YouTube channels and whatnot. All great channels, all phenomenal channels. Have nothing ill to say about them. But they're showing you what the evolution in our, mobile communication is becoming. And by following the telco news and reporting back to all of you who watch and letting you guys know what this company's doing, what that company's doing, and that company's building out this way, and that company's going to build it out that way. It lets you know and see like where all this is coming to a head to, where it's all going to end up going. And that's the purpose of these channels. They're not to tell you that you have to get a 5G capable device, that you have to get with what everyone else is getting. They're not telling you that you have to get Verizon and not T-Mobile, or that you have to get AT&T and not Verizon. They're not telling you any of that. They're just showing you what each company has to offer, the directions that each company's leadership is taking, and how that's going to affect you down the road with the advancements of technology. Mobile smartphones are not always going to be about this type of online interactions that we have. We're not going to have it where it's this way 15 years from now on Facebook. There's always going to be something that's brought in to challenge the status quo. There's always going to be something that's going to evolve and change the way that we use technology. And as that changes, we do need networks from these MNOs that support that change, that will allow us to be able to use these new features. You guys know me, I'm an advocate of tech. I'm also an advocate of self-control. I think it's great. I love mobile technology, love to talk about it, but I also like to see people have some restraint and not always rely on it for their day-to-day entertainment, and to find other things to do in their life that will allow them to stay attached to this little place we like to call Earth and not be up in the cloud all the time. But as that technology grows, we do need data connections that's going to support those changes, that's going to allow us to take something and build it better and bigger and have fun with it, to take something that was once a dream and reel it into reality. That is the idea behind it. And it's in no way is it to say that you yourself must get a 5G phone or you're an irrelevant person. Personally, I think people should stop even living their statuses by the type of phones that they have, the type of data connections that they have. Like, these things are just material things that will come and go. They're here today, they could be gone tomorrow. And that has nothing to do with your status in life. You as a person are a person, and you're an amazing person. If you don't believe that, you are. But it doesn't matter what I and the world believe. It only matters what you believe. And you don't need these things to be considered part of a group, part of a community, part of friendships and relationships. You don't need these things to have to be a part of that. So there's in fact a phone that you like, that you truly absolutely like, and you want to buy it, and maybe it's not 5G capable. Don't be ashamed to go and buy it. Don't buy it under the radar and try to like tell all of us it's just a backup phone that you're using. If you like the phone, use it. I've liked Google Pixels for so many years. I've taken crap from people that are like, iPhone is better. Why Pixel, dude? Ditch the Pixel. Get an iPhone. iOS is so much better. Get a Samsung. Samsung's so much better. And yet here I am standing before all of you today, still a big fan of Google Pixels. Why? Because I beat to my own fucking drum.